Be careful. Okay.
Hello. Have we started? We have started. Hello, people.
Welcome. I'm just saying.
Welcome. Say what they always say, y'all. Come on in. People be saying that. Everybody just start live say that, so I just feel good. I be saying that. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my screen, guys.
Well, I'm already sharing it.
When you come on in, when you join us, you're connected. We are connected. Please announce yourself to the 2 live viewers that we have. Cannot see your face, name, or anything. Please announce yourself. I'm still waiting. She got it going on hers. I'm still waiting for mine.
I think I'm a viewer and Darius is a viewer. So we're announcing ourselves. Hi. It's me.
It must be on your page. No, it's not.
I just shared it. And so.
Oh. So let me freshen my page. I don't know why I'm not getting it. And you are. Let's give you a second before we begin.
Okay.
I'm waiting for y'all to pop up. Everybody else has connected except for me. There we go.
Oh my.
And I have to do the public button because I see something that went wrong.
Hello.
Okay, now it's public.
Did I turn mine down too?
Now it's public. It was a lot. There was a lock on it, people.
Okay. So not anybody can.
Yes.
Okay, I'll make sure my thing is down. Okay. All right.
Join us. Couple more seconds. Let me see if I can tag some people. I don't know. I know how Facebook do me.
I wonder, can I tag?
You can try it.
Maybe. Okay. I've never tried it.
Yeah, because I don't have any luck with that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
not. It doesn't even give me any options anymore at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what's up with that.
I don't.
See, when you supposed to hit the, did that happen for you? What did you do?
I don't know. I'm very challenged. You all. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
whatever.
that's a negative. Okay,
It's a
so
negative.
we are going to, when you come on, please announce yourself.
Oh, we have one viewer. This is
And I just changed it to we cannot tag people in. I can't do it. So hopefully you get on here and
Okay.
please announce yourself once you come on. We're gonna get started in a second.
Have another viewer, I see.
Yeah, we can't, either one of us can't see who you are.
They haven't told us. They're watching in secrecy. I do that sometimes. I do.
You just don't want to. I just don't want them to know that I'm on here, and I want to
Yes.
support.
And somebody dropped out. They're like, "Oh, forget it. If I gotta announce myself."
I want to
Deuces.
support, but we'll never find out who you were anyway. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter. Okay, people.
Welcome.
We're almost 4 minutes in. You're gonna catch us now, or you're gonna catch us later. So
I like that. I like
yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
we want to prolong it because it's already gonna be one of those sessions, people. So
Maybe.
it's Keisha. Hello,
Oh.
Keisha.
Hi, Keisha.
Keisha
Welcome.
Logan, my cousin. Welcome, Keisha. We'll, as the others join in, creep in, slide in. Amen. So, welcome to another segment of IJS. I'm just saying, we are here today. We are finishing up our topic of forgiveness. Today, we are actually doing God, church, and yourself. This is going to be a pretty thick live here today, and it's going to definitely pour out some feelings. So before we begin, I want to say that the things that we discuss, even though I'm going to do this before I do our promotional, the things that we discuss or we're going to talk about in this video is not a one fit all, okay? You have to use wisdom and your discretion when using these things in your life. And please don't take it as written in stone as the work of Jehovah, okay? Everybody that's been on here, our family, our IJS family, know these are our views and points of things, okay? So we want you just to keep that in mind, okay? And we're gonna have a good time together. We're gonna grow and mature and heal together. Hi, Danny. Okay, so we have promotional this week is Stanford and Son LLC. You can see it there on the screen, people. She offers ice cream truck, bounce house, games, concessions, video gaming truck, train rides, water slides, jumbo games, and a whole lot more. Okay, Nikita Stanford. She is one of the owners of Stanford and Son. We were promoting her all week, okay? She is actually a person that's up before we even promoted her on today. She's promoted our videos already on her page. So
wow,
bless you, Nikita. Thank you so much.
You.
And Tequela's here.
Hi,
hello,
Tequila.
Oh, it's going to get good today. It's going to get real today, y'all, as they say. So, forgiveness. I don't know where we're going to start at.
We're starting with forgiving God. And you know, this is something that Yolanda said to me. What did you say? I don't understand that. Tell me what you said.
This is what I said.
This is what she said.
This is what I said, IJS family. I said, how can you, I don't understand why do you have to forgive God? Because he's God. Like, what are we forgiving him for? I just didn't understand that, you know.
Okay.
The man that can have no fault.
Right.
I just wanted her to break that down.
Right. Okay. Yet we do sometimes. Okay. I can go outside even the believer, because a lot of people are not believers, and it's because they are mad at God. And it's because they don't forgive God. And that's why they have become agnostic or atheist or whatever, because they don't believe and him because of hurt. And they're mad and they're not forgiving him because of something that's happened in their life. Now, I'm not even going to talk about them, but I just mentioned them because this is true. The second thing I want to say is believers sometimes are mad at God because he took a loved one away, they feel. Because something didn't work out in their life, you know, whether it was a relationship or they have an illness or, you know, they're sick. You know, things that have really affect them in their lives, they blame God for it because they say, God could have stopped us. God could have just took this away. God is all powerful, all knowing, all seeing. Why? And they're mad at him. And so that's when you have to have forgiveness for God. So I don't know if you like me saying it that way, but that's just what it is. Because if you're holding something in your heart and you're mad at God, you have to forgive him in order to allow God to work in your life. And sometimes it takes someone else talking to you and sowing into your life so you can understand that. Right. Because our mindset is of anger and disappointment, and they don't understand truly why this happens. But what I want to give you is the sovereignty of God. Am I saying that word correctly? He is sovereign. He is not like us, you know, in the way that, how can I put it? I'm losing my words. But his thoughts are not our thoughts, like we talked before. And he knows everything that's happening from the beginning to the end and in between. And things happen for a reason when we can't see the big picture. God sees everything. So that's when trust has to come in. Because even though you don't understand the sickness, you don't understand the illness of yourself or your child or why somebody died and why they were taken away from you so early, you have to trust in God and that this happened, and you have to give it over to him and say, you know, I don't know. Maybe if they had stayed on this earth, maybe this or that would have happened. He knows their expiration date. He knows why this illness. And, you know, you just got to forgive him and have trust in him. And you have to have love for him. And you have to just say, I surrender my will. Because it's so hard. It's hard to surrender my will. Because I know when stuff happened to me, I said, "Oh my God, why God?" Like you said, they say you're not supposed to question Him, but me and God have conversations.
Listen here, I don't understand that.
Go ahead.
Because in the Bible, there's a scripture that said that if you lack wisdom, ask God who giveth freely and upbraideth not. So if we can't question Him, then why did it say question? How else are you gonna know the answers?
I like
That don't make sense.
I like that. So it's not like you being disrespectful to God. It's not about
Absolutely
being disrespectful. It's about He's your Father. You're talking to Him. You have respect. But sometimes you ever have your kids say why, and they're not trying to be disrespectful, but they really want to know why.
Right.
It's in the spirit you give it in. You know, you're not being mean to God, but you need some understanding. So just have a talk with Him. He'll open everything up to you, and that's when forgiveness comes, when you have more of an understanding. And it's sometimes it's a process.
It is. Ooh.
It is, because things hurt when
Yeah.
people you love are taken from you. I personally haven't went through major loss in that way, but I've seen people go through things, and sometimes 10 years later it feels like it happened yesterday because of the things they've done throughout that time. They've decided to hold on, you know. But God will release you of some things if you just allow Him to. And you can have forgiveness reign in your relationship, and it'll make you a closer relationship with God.
Yep.
So that's what I talk. When I say forgiveness with God, that's what I mean. So what do you think about that?
Hi, Fatu.
Hi! Oh,
We don't want to leave our baby out. Fatu was our church baby.
Oh,
He really wasn't a baby, but you know he was in a
Baby
youth
to
group,
us.
so he's a baby
Yeah.
to us, and he's all adult now, whatever. But he's one of our church.
And
babies
I'm
back
not
in the day.
preaching Fatu.
I think she was Fatu.
I was not.
If I'd had my handkerchief, I would have.
Oh, no.
I would have given it. She was going in, though, wasn't she?
I was just speaking.
It's in her. It's in her.
Okay. Next. Keep talking.
So I didn't really have much to say on that, because a lot of you that know me personally from when my granny died, that was like losing a mom. You know what I mean? It's because we were just that close. We had that kind of relationship, and that did hurt. But I had to really humble myself and actually be real to myself that my granny, she wouldn't want to be and live like that, you know. And God had the final say on that. And like she said, a lot of things even that I go through now, I have to say that, okay, well, I trust God. No, they don't feel good, and no, you will want things to be opposite way. And why I have to go through this all the time? I have to do it after I tackle one battle, it could be in my health, family, whatever. Then there's something else I have to tackle, and it just don't be small stuff. People, it be huge things. It's like, God, you know, give me a breath of fresh air. But I said yesterday, I kept saying and repeating to myself that, you know, I trust you, God. I trust you. I said today, I said, I don't know what you are doing. But I do trust you. You know what I mean? And even in the times like when it's hard, and even those moments, that brings the foundation and the root of it, that when I'm in tremendous pain or whatever, and I just can't do nothing, and it's just like, okay, God, I trust you, because I have confidence for some of you that need to get here. I have confidence to know that God hears my voice. So that right there
That means
soothes me.
something.
Yes, it does. It soothes a know to when I'm professing these things and I'm telling you that, God, I'm in pain, or I don't know what you're doing, I trust you, or whatever. It's doing something to your spirit. Because sometimes, you know, when things get in your spirit, and those that are especially in church, y'all know y'all talk about this a lot. But once it gets in your spirit and it contaminates your spirit, it takes the rest of it with you. So if you can keep your spirits up, people, and if you can keep your mind positive,
Yes.
okay, you on your way. You on your way. You may feel and don't even look your greatest, okay? And you can feel like the worst ever, but if you keep them spirits up, I'm telling you, it'll follow. Because I say all the time, y'all done seen on lives, I may not feel good at all, and I may look my best, whatever, and my personality and everything, it may be up on top, but my body it has yet to follow. You know what I'm saying? It can't keep up with it because my spirit is high. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, so let's just discuss a lot about church hurt.
Oh.
Now, I think Yolanda can start with church hurt. Do you want to start with that?
Oh, she could.
Explain what church hurt is.
It's an offense from the church people. Now, for those that are gonna get offended, I'm gonna ask you, please, just keep strolling. Just don't even listen. Cut off right now. Leave right now. If you are easily offended, okay? Because what I'm gonna say is real, okay? And the people that's on here right now, they are real people. They will agree with what I say. Now, let me tell you this: when it comes to church hurt, which the last hit that I took was a very hard one. It hit for real. But throughout the years of being in church, I have had some church, and there's just offenses by the people in the church, the people that you feel that this one place that you go for shelter, for encouragement,
Yes.
for guidance,
Right.
things like this, you find that they greatly offend you, and that the place that you thought that they were and should be, that they weren't.
Right.
You confided in them and you put your trust in them, and you came to find out that what you told in confidence and poured out, it took so long for you to talk about, was preached on Tuesday Bible study.
Wow.
It takes a different kind of forgiveness, people.
Yes.
I'm telling you the truth. Because why? Because you have to keep on forgiving. You have to keep on forgiving, because if this is being done to you, it's going to be done again, probably not to you, but to someone else. You're going to see this keep rotating. So you have to just keep forgiving, and you learn from your, lessons from what's going on here. But some people are, just the point that we're trying to get at when we say about the church forgiveness, is because some people have left the church. You have left the church, you have turned your back on the church because it was based on the offenses of a person, okay? Your trust was totally mishandled, misused, manipulated, taken pure advantage of, and you have turned against the church. But not everyone is the same in the church. To me, it's like within the realm of the spiritual, and finding a person to confide in and talk to, and that really loves God and really means well. To me, it's like, y'all know how you had Chuck E. Cheese when you were smaller, and they threw you in them big old balls, all these colors and all that type of stuff, and you just went there digging through. It's like somebody putting something at the bottom of that big old pool of balls, whatever, and you trying to get to the bottom through all them colors and balls, and try to get to the bottom to find whatever they put at the bottom. That's what it's like, because you have to go through so many to find that real, genuine one. You know what I mean? So I guess that's where it comes in, that they say you have to try the spirit by the spirit. That's why they have the spirit of God, so you can discern these things, and sometimes it will save you.
Right.
But it's sad to say that I have seen, and even though I have not done it personally, but I have seen and I have witnessed a lot of people turning away from the church in a whole entire church, everything about church and everything it is for, because of being offended and being hurt by someone in the church.
Yes.
And some people go as far as into, when you come in and you look a certain way, that they can't even handle that, and they want to nail you down from head to toe, what you should look like, and make you feel uncomfortable with what you got on, and
thinking about it.
Yeah, you should be looking like this or dressing like this, stuff like that or whatever,
Right.
and not even knowing the spirit of God. No, you know what? I have had some people before, I invited them to church before, and said they won't even come because I don't own the skirt. And I said, what that got to do with it?
Right.
You come in your pants or whatever. We missing the whole big picture.
Missing the big
because
picture.
if you have to come in your pants or your shorts, well, that could be the day that God will change your life.
Yes.
You have to, it's just so many things I could say. I think I should stop right there.
But I like something that you said, though. I like it when you talked about the balls at Chuck E. Cheese. Just think about this, you guys. Think about you out there in this cold, hard world. And I'm not talking about the coldness of Michigan. I'm talking about the climate with people and how their hearts right now, and how they're just not nice, And you come from that world and you're looking for something in the church. And like she said, the balls, like Chuck E. Cheese, right? And you jump into that church. Do everything you know to
jumping
do.
in.
And it's beautiful. The balls are beautiful. But at the bottom, there's something that hurts you, that stabs you in the foot. Right? And you ain't expecting it there because you see all the beautiful balls. See, in the streets you expect it.
And
in the streets this man, you got to watch your back.
Right.
But in the church you don't expect that. And you give them a higher standard
Yes.
than that person
Yes.
in the street. You see the pastor all dressed up nice and pretty. You see the sister over here raising her hand, praising God. You don't expect them to act that certain way. That's why it's so hard to forgive them. That's why. Because you off guard.
When you go into the bar, come on somebody, you expect everybody to be drinking. It's a bar. When you go into the club, you expecting everybody to be club-like. When you go into the church, you expecting the people to be holy and God-like, and that's not what you're getting. You're totally. But I had to encourage. I got to say this, y'all, because I feel passionately about this, and I could take this to a whole laugh by itself. But everybody is not the same, okay? Like I said, everybody is not the same. You have people that their faith is different,
Genuine.
their standards are different,
Yeah.
right? And so you have people that really mean by all means necessary that to know for you to have a relationship with God means more to me than you wearing earrings and your short skirt. Come on, somebody. Because I'm not the one that can change you anyway.
No.
I'm not the one that, it's God's job
No.
anyway. And if I do my job,
No.
which is to get you to meet him, come on somebody, and you meet him, that's all on him. That's all on him. That's his job to do that. That's when people get it all messed up. You trying to do God's job.
And let me tell you this. And just because you think it's wrong, don't mean God thinks it's wrong. Maybe God is trying to teach you, religious person, that this person is okay, and teaching you to accept people the way they are. Mm-hmm. Because some things ain't biblical. Mm-hmm. Having big, beautiful earrings, it's not biblical not to have them. I'm just saying.
But does it meet the needs of the people? Didn't Jesus when he walked, he met the needs of the people? But some of us are not even meeting the needs. You're not even in tune enough to meet the needs before you go dashing at somebody. Where and don't them earrings you got them, they're kind of big, whatever. You got on a lot of makeup, whatever, and they are struggling on the inside, about to leave the place where you see them to go take their lives or take the lives of their children or someone else or whatever. They're in a bad place, but all you see is those earrings and that makeup or whatever. You totally clouded, but you think you're doing God's work, and this is not. And you got people walking away from church all the time because of this simple thing that we can't get to. Love and kindness have I drawn thee. That's how I drew you in, because I showed you love and kindness and compassion. That's how I got you, not beating you over the head.
Not through judgment.
Not through judgment. Not to what your earrings and your pants or whatever. Because guess what? It ain't my job to change you.
It's not. And you know what? And then think about it this way too. Think about, you're in here now. This is so hard. You're in the church and you reveal certain things about yourself, and they don't love you because of those things.
No, yeah, see that's hurtful. I can't get with that either.
That's
I can't
really
get with
hurtful.
that either. But you are to have the love of Christ. People don't really know what that's about. They don't know what that's about. To really have the love and compassion of Christ. Because nowadays I feel like, I'm talking about personal experiences, you guys. I feel like when I show the love of Christ on certain things that go on and people that are around me that come to me or whatever, people saying that, oh, well, you condoning or you compromising. No, you're not.
Your job.
No, you're
Let
not.
God do his.
This is my job.
job.
That's it. This is my job. It is my job to tell you and to pour into you and tell you what thus saith the Lord and how He moved me and things like this. It's not my job to tell you what you need to do. You need to do this, do that, whatever. I'm gonna pray for you that God open your eyes and show you, because you can change all day for me. And like we said before, that's not gonna stick. It's not gonna stick because you're doing it for me, not for yourself. Or that you see something wrong with it. I need for God to reveal that to you. I need your heart to be changed, not to suit me or the church or anyone else. It's because you have a relationship with God. And like I said before, in any relationship, friendship, marriage, whatever it may be, there's standards and there's ways you have to carry yourself in these relationships. So if you have a relationship with God, it's things that you're not gonna want to do. Why? Because I love him. Ain't nobody got to tell me not to do this or don't do this, or how to carry myself or whatever, because of the simple fact that I love him.
And you got your hands all up in it. And like Takayla said,
nobody is perfect. And that right
your
there,
imperfect hands trying to fix
that right there will definitely sum it all up. Because what we have to forgive the church, we have to forgive the church for being human, for showing they're human, and that's basically what we're saying, for being human, just for being human. We just have to forgive them for that, and to know that this is not of God. You have to know it's not of God. I know you in the church, and I know you preaching, and I know they do these things to offend us, whatever. But you have to know what's God, because we talked about this before too, that we have free will.
That's right.
And you chose your free will to take my confidentiality I've given to you, and you chose that to put that on the front line, because you ain't been talking to God throughout the week on what to teach the people, but you got this juicy news. You want to use that. Come on, somebody.
You know that I need help in that area, so you're gonna preach on the pulpit in that area.
And you weren't led to do that.
You were not.
So let's not trip that up that offended me. No, that was a person that offended you in their own fleshly way, and that is not of God. That wasn't God. So we're forgiving them for stepping outside of their boundaries. And it's sad to say that some of them still ain't gonna get it.
And let me twist it around, because we're not trying to beat up on people that are so spiritual, religious. I don't know how you want to put it. But listen, in their perspective, they're thinking they're doing the will of God. Yes. In their perspective, that this is what they've been taught to do. Mm-hmm. So we do have to forgive them, because they think they're doing the best they can do. So just like you want them to forgive you, you forgive them. And it's just a beautiful thing, forgiveness. So that frees you to have understanding for them. And maybe they'll give you some understanding. Let loose the spirit of forgiveness. So we've forgiven them for all that we talked about. For judging us, criticizing us, for steering us ways that wasn't even biblical, for being so human and fleshy themselves and they don't even see themselves. We forgive them for all of that.
Knowingly and unknowingly misusing the gifts and all of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot. So we could talk about that for a while. But and we will not let this keep us from our blessing. And if we decide to be a part of a church family, we're not going to let that keep us from that, because we know no place is perfect, like they said. But I do believe it's a perfect place for me.
Yeah.
I do. I know that churches have things going on, but I know God plants you in certain places. But yeah.
Where there's humans in order, there's always going to be human error, feelings, emotions, all that. So you have to realize that too. And so Kayla said, trust no man. Plus we have to remember we are dealing with spirits in high places. I think she meant high places. We got something on the screen.
Yes. You are sure you want to stop your live stream.
On the screen.
That's what it says. So are we still on?
Yes, it's still on.
Okay.
A button was hit. We're trying to figure out what we see here. You guys probably can't see it.
Very good. So
she didn't mean high places.
Okay.
So
what does it say? Trust no man.
She said, trust no man. Plus, we have to remember we are dealing with spirits in high places. What she was saying.
Right. It's a spirit. Yeah. Yeah. So we got to pray against the spirit, not the fleshly. So pray that they don't operate in that spirit of judgmental. Or, So let's move on to forgiving yourself.
This is my kind of stuff right here.
Woo! Lead us.
This is my kind of stuff right here. Forgiving yourself. I teach a little bit about this in the rebuilding class about forgiving yourself. We do a whole self-evaluation about how you feel about you.
Yes.
And forgiving yourself, a lot of us, you can't forgive. Everybody else can forgive you for something. Okay, let me give you an example. Everyone else can forgive you for something. And you still can't move on because you don't believe you did this. I don't believe I did this. And everybody else that forgot about it and forgave it and moved on and never bring it up again, but you still bringing it up on yourself. I can't believe I did this. You know how many people has come to me for counseling and then sat on a therapy couch and done said they cannot forget. They can't get it out their mind, out their head. And I just this right here is when this how my vision of things is probably a lot different from most people maybe that's in ministry. But when I hear things, and I have heard some things, people, when I hear things, the first thing from me is compassion. Because I don't look at what you're just telling me, what has happened, what has transpired. I'm looking at the overall picture, what brought us to this point of this happening. And a lot of times at the end, I always say somewhere in that session, well, you have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not only what you did, but forgive yourself for being human. And this is one thing I say all the time. People always laugh, but I mean it in sincerity, that why do we do things we act like it surprised the Lord? You don't surprise the Lord. He is shocked at what you have done. He cannot believe it. Now, come on now, people. Why do we do that? God is not, he knew what you was going to do, when you was going to do it, what date you was going to do it on, the time and the place you was going to do it on. Stop acting like stuff that you did is just off the charts. You done made it on, it's in a list of the knots with God and you ain't there. This is unbelievable. It's unforgivable. And it is not like that, people. It's not like that. So some of y'all still waddling in stuff, I mean, you like I said this morning about something. If you roll in the mud, you're gonna get dirty.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Stop acting like that you surprised God. Okay, He is not shocked by anything you have done, sir and ma'am. Just want to let you know that.
So when I talk about forgiving myself, because I've dealt with this personally, because it's easier for me to forgive people around me than myself. Because I personally feel like I should have known better.
Right.
But hindsight is 20/20. When you look back, you're like, oh yeah, that was a red flag. That was a red. Oh, I should have stopped, reversed, and went back around. but I did not. So all I can do is forgive Latasha from the past. I'm no longer her anyways.
Right.
Right? So I just gotta forgive the past person so I won't be her in the present. Okay? So if I'm still her in the present, then maybe I need to live in unforgiveness because I need to learn. I need to move on. So the only time it's okay to be sorry with yourself if you ain't learned. You need to learn. So once you learn, you need to move past because it will hold you captive. It will hold you in a place where you can't get beyond that. And you don't want to be there. If you want to push past anything that happened in the past and want to live a more abundant future, you have to forgive yourself and learn from your mistakes because that's the one thing that will hold you. Because it's easy to forgive everybody else, but you know yourself. You know what you are capable of. And you know you could have done better. So that's why it's so hard.
I'm taking a step further and say this too, because I've said this in the class and this popped in my mind. When you hoard the things and you don't forgive yourself, you just remember you are giving the enemy a tool to use against you. That one thing that you hoard and you don't forgive for, he's always going to use that to
ding,
put
ding,
you in this.
ding.
Yeah, he always going to use that to put you in this corner,
That's
and keep you in this
right.
one spot. So don't give him tactics and
taught
tools
about
to
that
use.
before.
Yeah, to use
Yes.
against you. You cannot. Don't do that.
Yeah, because and you know what? When you keep things a secret and you don't reveal, you don't talk about it, it's something between you and him, you and the enemy. Like, oh, I don't want nobody to know that. It's something he hold up against over your head. So if you reveal it and let people know your faults, he don't got nothing on you.
And the same people that love you before you outwardly and they knew the
Yes.
faults, they still gonna love you. Those that's meant to be will be, and those who's not,
Deuces, bye.
it has
I
happened
said
to me.
bye
People.
to many people. If they don't like me up today,
I don't
I
think
can't deal with you.
I don't think if I reached back and got a few people, I don't think they would like me today.
No.
I really don't. I you know what? I have really, and I've told somebody this from the past. I had the old Yolanda. She's dead and gone. I can't do her anymore because y'all got the best of me. Y'all got the best of me. I'll tell the truth. You got the best of me. You manipulated me in so many ways, and we won't go there. But I'm not that person anymore.
Right.
I'm really not.
Good,
And
good.
it's just a scary place. It's just a scary
Good.
place. And I have taken control of myself, of my personality, and my life, and I'm secure in who I am.
Beautiful.
A lot of people, they wouldn't like that. I don't think they would like that.
No, they wouldn't.
No, but a lot of people. I've lost a lot of friendships too, though. But I mean, who hasn't? I ain't gonna do the violin on y'all. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no,
Because sometimes
nah.
it's a part of growth. And like I said, it's not always God was moving them out your way. I don't feel that way. I feel that maybe that God was moving me out of their way. Sometimes it can be that way. We don't want to confess that though. Nobody want to say that. Nobody want to say that. That's too real though. But it's the truth
Yes,
though.
it
It's the
is
truth.
the
It could be both sides. So
That's the truth.
like I said, I enjoy the time that I've had with past friends and the memories that we have and all that.
Past.
And and that's all I'm gonna say. But I just don't think I would fit in. I just don't think I would fit in.
No, because you know what? You've changed, you've grown, and you know maybe they're at the certain place that they were always been, or they grow another way, and that's okay. We're all here for different reasons, different seasons, different times. You know, all this other stuff. But I just want you to forgive yourself and move on and love yourself. If you don't forgive yourself, you're not loving yourself like you should. So I love me. I'm going to forgive me because I am the better me now. So I can't become better unless I forgive me and learn from it. So.
Some of y'all are in a dysfunctional relationship with yourself. With your
Ooh,
doggone
come
self.
on now.
You are in a dysfunctional relationship with your
on.
doggone self. You have mercy
Yes.
and grace for everybody else, but when
That's
you do
yourself.
something, you are beating yourself up. You got insomnia, can't sleep, can't think or whatever. Because I need you to know that you are in flesh. You are in human. I just
Human-
because I feel like
human
somebody
air.
need to know that because you're doing too much
Too
now.
much. Doing too much.
You're doing too
Always
much
worrying
now.
about it. Always paranoid about it.
Giving
God's
it-
going, what he going
Giving everybody
put
the
down some
best of
lightning on
you
you or
except for
something.
you. Yeah, everybody getting it. Yeah.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, except for you not giving you the best of you.
I like that.
Everybody see your greatness except for you. I'm just big on that. How you feel about yourself. I'm telling you,
Yes, yes.
I can give you a whole pamphlet on that. I just don't like that because you don't know the importance of it. Once you find out who you are and you step out in that and you can give the world the greatest you there ever was. But if you don't know you, that's gonna be a little problem. It's gonna be a little problem.
That's right. All right. Well, I guess we should wrap it up.
Okay, you people. we seen the people that are on here because there are a few people on here. Does anyone have any questions before we exit out? I thought that this was going to be longer, but we were able
Yeah. just kept
to
pushing
really
it along.
compile. Yeah,
We're
because
pushing it
oh
along.
boy, y'all know how the feelings could be.
But we're still beyond our point.
I don't think it's bad though. I
Okay.
don't think it's bad.
All right. So-
Okay, for the people that have joined us, and we are definitely we're at the end. We do thank each and every person. For those that have not joined us before, that have not, because I see names on here that I don't know. So that if you're new to watching IJS, welcome. We hope that you will join us again. We'll put our topic for next Tuesday on. I'll put it on Monday. So we are just overly happy that you guys you took out the time to join us today. For your comments, for your support, for our personal cheerleader on here. I see Fatu's little emojis and
Thank
stuff
you,
on here.
Fatu. Thank you for joining us.
We thank every person that was on here.
He's so
Fatu,
special.
Takayla, Keisha, Danny. Who else was on here? Danny said yes. He said, "I'm so thankful that God has forgiven me." Okay, he's making a.
Yeah.
Okay, he's making a statement.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so thank
Okay,
you.
yeah. So we thank you for that. For the I cannot let this go. I cannot let this go. We have an inbox from one of our IJS family members, and really encouraged us. And this person sent us a personal inbox and told us how she felt about one of the segments that we have done, and shared some information with us that was very helpful, and it was so encouraging. We thank God that we're helping you guys to look at things differently, and hopefully kind of giving you the red flag before you enter in things, and save you a little bit of trouble. And shining some light on some things that maybe you wanted to know why or whatever. We hope that we are helping you with that. And we take it an honor and a privilege to be able to do this for you guys. It's something that we love to do, to help and pour into other people, and that we get to do it on this big of a scale, and that we get to have the support that we have. Okay. We don't take that for granted. So we do thank you for taking out the time to watch us. Don't forget about the our promotion for this week, Stanford and Son, Nikita Stanford on Facebook. And out throughout sparingly throughout the week, I'll be showing you the different things that she has going on, stealing stuff from off her page, as I do. So if you have a business, black-owned business, we would like to promote you. We do need more businesses. I will go hunting on Facebook when I have time this week for next week. We thank you guys for joining us. Remember the things that we've talked about and discussed. Use wisdom when applying it to your life. It's not a one-fits-all. It's not written in stone.
Right.
And I hope that you have a blessed week. We'll see you
Can
guys
I say
on
one more thing?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, almost
I just wanted to say one thing.
Oh.
I see Danny big long message, but the last thing I see that he says, "I am free." Forgiveness makes you free. That's our
Good
whole
point.
point. Thank you, Danny. That's
Good
all
point.
I want to say.
Good point.
Yes.
Everybody that's on your part, you probably done already read everything that
I
he
am
that he
free.
said. He said, "I am
Yes,
free." Yeah,
I am free.
that's a major thing, because when you feel bound, you start acting that way.
And that's what forgiveness
You start
gives
acting
you.
that
so
way.
Start
Yeah.
forgiving and you'll
Yeah,
be free.
and it's something you don't got to announce. People will see. People will see and know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, and I was just gonna say we thank you for joining us, and we will definitely see you guys on next week. Thank you to each and every person that watched us. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.